Here we go, eating the eggs. Special guest down here today. Nothing goes to waste around here. Look at these pigs, they're growing nice. Gorgeous. It's a nice group. Everyone's enduring the winter well, I think. Listen to them, loving the yolks. Let's pour a little more. Up. There you go. Folks, look at the color of that yolk. Is that a good looking yolk or what? That's what a yolk should look like. I don't know what that pale stuff looks like at the store, but my gosh. Oh, here come a few more. I was told we have to go. So we're on the move. We got hard flowing water. We got pigs everywhere. I don't know. We're gonna have to make a decision on these pigs. They're growing slow and we're running out of space. So that's part of the only issue with pigs is once you start breeding them, they just keep breeding and they keep breeding. And you know, for us, we're learning time schedules and things like that, how long it's gonna take for them to grow and all that, but we're getting there, one day at a time. So good flowing water again. There's Lauren picking up some bale wrap that blew. We had some hard winds. So that, get some bale string. And the guinea hens, they're taking over the road. So anyway, we're gonna take a walk here in this barn. I know I told you about this project that the Amish did with this, the front of this thing. We're talking if we're gonna end up putting a new roof on this. We're probably gonna end up having to do it sooner than later. But like I said, we're always managing what projects are next. So what we did was we had them come in and they rebuilt this side in a day with 2-inch hardwood boards. So even they were like, look, this isn't going anywhere, because what we had going prior to this was not really that great. We were worried about the tractor falling through the floor. Actually, you could kind of see, here's the comparison between sides. I don't know if you can see that. Can't really see that wood that well, but anyway, we went with 2-inch hardwood boards. Again, they thought it was probably a bit of overkill, but I gotta ask them about this because this is still kind of up. So I don't know if that was intentional or what, but yeah, 2-inch hardwood all the way through here. But it's kind of weird because I gotta talk to them about some of these boards. You can see they're not, I don't know, they're not sitting right. So we'll have to check on those Amish, on the craftsmanship, but I think they did a good job. So again, we have a lot more confidence, not with nails sitting out, but we have more confidence with the tractor kind of coming through here compared to what we did have going on, which again, you can see here. Let's see if we can move some of this and you can see some of the boards that we had previously. They're not as strong. So we're gonna probably end up moving the hay that's here over to here, and then we're gonna replace this side next. So we're just gonna go sort of side by side and get the whole barn full-ord done. And you know, the unfortunate part about this kind of stuff, or fortunate, is that it's good, right? It's good in terms of its strength. But the unfortunate part is it's not like something you get to see. So you put, you know, thousands of dollars into the barn floor, but it's not like you get to look out your window and say, wow, look at how beautiful the barn is. So that's the downside. But you get these foundational steps that you have to do first, right? Get the floors right, get the structures right, get the foundations right, and then from there. What's your question? I don't know. We have to ask them. So we got to kind of see what they were thinking, because again, some of this is rocking back and forth. so it's a little bit weird. But anyway, so like this barn is interesting. I mean, it's really nice. It's really well done. But we're always looking for potential areas of risk and hazard, right? For the animals, for us, for our farmhand. And we're gonna have to, you know, one of the commitments I always say we made was to keep this barn up. Keep it up. Don't let it fall. So they were saying if we put a new roof on, and again, we finished the rest of the flooring in here, you know, you pretty much built the thing for life at that point, right? We'll go around the structure and we'll look at the bottom and make sure that everything's on the up and up. But I had a structural engineer come not too long ago, and he said, you know, the barn is in really good shape. So that's really positive news. The guinea hens are feeling good. And by the way, it's like 40 something degrees today in late January, which is amazing for upstate New York. Usually there's a foot of snow out here, and it's not really good. So anyway, that's a good sign. And you know, here's our hay supply. It's kind of dwindling a little bit, believe it or not. So we'll probably end up having to bring in another 100 bales, maybe even 125 bales to get us through. And like I always say, those bales are trading anywhere between $40 on the light side and $55 on the high side. So you can see the cost that's involved here. But again, back to the barn. We've continued to build this up, adding more and more item 4 and some 3-inch stones on top of it, just to get this built up to handle the tractor. This area, we did spread some item 4 before the winter, but you can see it's not it's not doing too good. So we're gonna have to build even more base layer over here. We built a whole new cinder block wall across the bottom of the barn, and we had to dig all of this out against the barn. And then what we did was we put rocks across here and sort of made it so when anything comes off the roof, it comes down and sort of runs away from the barn. But like things like that, it drives me crazy, because you know, I want this to look a certain way. I mean, again, I know it's a farm, but I think there's it says a lot, especially for us. You know, you have customers come up to the farm and you want to make sure that everything looks a certain way. I mean, we're talking about at the end of the day, we're talking about food production. Like, this is where their food is produced, you know, on this farm. And you know, we want to give people the feeling of comfort and confidence that, you know, they're you know, that they're buying from the right place, right? And you know, we do things the right way, we care, and we're always trying to improve. And we also want to show them too, like, hey, you know, we're putting the money back into the farm. Like, we're constantly recycling whatever we earn back into the farm to make this place great again. So it just, again, it takes a tremendous amount of work. And it's funny, we had the Amish guys here yesterday, and they're like, okay, what's the next project? And there are about 15 of them that popped into my head. I didn't even know where to begin. But I think our next project, well, I know our next project is going to be building out a corral over here, so we can get the cows easily into a trailer. We can get the cows easily corralled, and we can also get them in the barn if we need. And same thing with the pigs. You can see those pigs, they're still really loving that. Loving those eggs. So, but yeah, there's our sand pile. We dumped that out in one of the previous videos. And yeah, so this is where the corral will be. And then the next thing's gonna be this, cleaning up this structure here. First going on the inside and making sure it's secure as it can be, and maybe even ripping all of this aluminum off, or metal off, and redoing it, seeing what it needs to get it repaired and work. And again, you know, when we first started here, this was all grass, and then we really didn't have any place to put the pigs, so we wanted them to be outside, and we moved them outside, and you know, they've just pretty much trashed it. So again, these are all decisions. Like that's Big Joe. He's our board. He does a great job here. But we have all these decisions to make. It's just constant decision making about what to do next in terms of projects, where to allocate, you know, the dollars, you know, what to do with the animals, who's going to get processed, who's going to be kept for breeding. You know, do we have too many animals? Do we have too little? We're running out of land. We know that. What are we going to do to correct that situation? Are we going to partner with more farmers, right? And do more contract growing, which is great for other farmers because, you know, we get to work together. They get to live out their passion of raising animals, and we get to, you know, let our customers enjoy, you know, really good food that's raised under our standards. And, you know, we get to keep other farmers farming, which is great because, you know, the country, like we said previously, it needs farmers. We need farmers to keep farming. We need the land to be worked, and we need more control of our food supply, and this allows it, right? Us doing this, other farmers doing it, you know, it allows people to eat really good, clean food right off the farm. And we can, you know, not that we're ever going to shut down, you know, commercial food production. I mean, there's just too many people and too many mouths that need to be fed. But if you do want to make the choice, right, to eat better and eat off the land, you'll have that opportunity. But we can't do it if small farms are going out of business, right? So if our success, you know, in terms of getting the message out to customers allows more people to eat off the land, and it allows us to work with more farmers and contract with more farmers and sort of guarantee them a living off the land, then that's a beautiful thing. And that's working together, and it's you know, allowing great farmers to continue to produce great products and getting them you know, to people across the country. And most you know, I guess to start, you know, really in this region that we're in, like our goal when we first started the farm was to really heavily be received and distribute our you know, our meats throughout the Northeast, just because it's cheaper and it's easier in terms of a shipping standpoint. She's really nicely bred, but eventually spread out, and it's cool. You know, every week we get orders coming in from California, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky this past week, Tennessee this past week. It's amazing. So who would have thought? You start as a small farm in upstate New York, and all of a sudden you're spreading the ministry of meat all across the good old USA. So American meat processed in America, and it really can have that label made in America from start to finish. We're going to put that on our new boxes actually that are going to be coming out. Made in America, processed in America, the way it should be, right? There's no reason that you should be getting beef from other countries. There's no reason that you should be getting pork from other countries. It's ridiculous. And, you know, I think a lot of consumers have been duped with those labels, made in the USA, or, you know, product of the USA. It's not. So we got to do our research as consumers, and in doing that, you know, maybe we put a dent into the big conglomerates that are mass producing food, and we get people to start thinking about the quality of their food, and we can start getting people healthier and keeping people healthier by making good choices and eating off the land. So that's Big Joe. He's been with us since the beginning of our farm, and he's responsible for a lot of the pork out here. So anyway, gonna head out, and there's the skid steer that got stuck in the mud yesterday. We'll have to pull that in. But anyway, have a great day, have a great night, have a great life, most importantly. And if you're looking for farm fresh meats, we are freedomfarms.com. Head on over there, and we hope that you take advantage of some good meat, bring it right to your house, and yeah, we'll be back soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We had a video get over 23,000 views the other day, which was amazing. So thank you so much. Give us your comments, give us your likes, give us your shares, and thanks for helping us spread the word. And we'll see you soon. Have a good one. See ya.